Hey everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the WKYT Alert Center. I feel like I'm a little close. We are talking about quite the change. The change that's already happened out there. A change in just a matter of about an hour in Lexington in particular. I was looking at the temperature data, and what the temperature data is showing us right now is that our numbers have dropped from 9:54 a.m. out at the airport. Now, this is a bad example because it's the airport, I know, but it's still picking up on this. At 9:54, we were still at 55 degrees. Right now, in Lexington, we are at 50 degrees. That was at 10:54, and it's even cooler than that, I'm sure now. The new update will come out here soon. All right, here's the actual temperature that it's showing out there. You've got 50 showing in Lexington, 49 in Frankfurt. So this is the beginning of the change, okay? Now, the reason I'm going into all of that is because you need this cold air for the next thing that's about to come. And that's what a lot of you, if you're here watching, that's what you're here for, I'm sure. How many people are watching right now, Sean? 82. All 82 of you? Well, guess what? You're here to learn about this. We got to get the cold air in here first, but we go into first alert weather day mode. Now, the reason it's a first alert weather day, it isn't because we are tracking a major winter system that's going to shut down everything. It's the first one of the season. It could cause some inconvenience, and that's why it's first alert weather day. That's why we first alert before this potential. There will be periods of light snow with light accumulations likely out there, especially from Thursday evening's batch and then going into Friday morning, and even kind of beyond that, even into the daytime hours, and then those wind chill numbers are just going to tank. The light snowfall threat, right there it is. You can see the likelihood of all of it showing across central and into eastern portions of Kentucky. That's what we end up with out there. Now, how's this all evolve? One front's out, another push of colder air is coming in, and then that snow from the north drops in as well. That's where we get even colder air. That's coming too. It's taking shape across the country and will keep dropping through our area. So just like a bowling ball, watch this roll almost like a ball right out of Canada, sinking deeper into the states, right here in Kentucky for one of them. And that will mean a big time difference in the way everything plays out here for us. So as we move forward, we watch the hour by hour forecast. By 2 o'clock, we're in the mid 40s, maybe even before that, the way these numbers are dropping. And then we're in the upper 40s. But watch this. Here comes your shot of more precipitation. Now, early tomorrow morning, we'll get a little rain-snow mixture out there, and it will keep sinking through our skies. As that happens, you're going to get some flakes flying out there. You get those flakes going, and then they turn into some more impressive ones, more impressive snow showers. That's 10:30 or so, 10:30 on Thursday night, and we're covered. That's a good blanket of snow falling, and that could end up a good accumulating event. Now, is it going to be a shutdown? Like I said, no. The big question, and I even addressed this in the write-up, the big question for many of you has been, or your bold statement saying, Jim, you're an idiot, it's too warm, it's been too warm. Well, it has been really warm. I know that, and I know that the road temperatures, the last time I looked, which was about 30 minutes before I came on live with this, those road temperatures were somewhere between about 58 and 62 degrees still. So what does that mean? Well, it's got to get a lot colder for it to stick for a significant amount. So yes, there's that. Could this still cause issues? Of course it can, because the rate of snow can outpace the ground temperature, meaning it could almost work as its own freezing layer if we get a good intense band of that. And you're still looking at snow flying through the sky even at noontime on Friday. And I think there might be some flakes into your Saturday. Okay, here's what we're looking at. Model-wise, an inch to maybe 3 inches. There's a little spot there in the highest elevations of southeastern Kentucky and then going over into Virginia that might pick up a little bit more, and the model picks up on that. This model, its resolution is really, really good. It can see a little deeper into some more of those integral points with our forecast. Here's the next one. This is the GFS, 1 to 3. Higher elevation is going to get closer to that 3 or more. Yesterday, this GFS, it shot out 5+ inches in the high spots. And let me say something about that, too. Since I've got your attention, and we've got all the time in the world, well, I've got 30 minutes I can talk to you. Sometimes these models and even my own forecast miss those high elevations because it is so different once you get up there. So could we go on that higher side? Sure, it can happen, and we'll watch for that. And the problem is, what a lot of us don't realize is a lot of folks have to travel over those mountains, and it can be very tricky. So accumulation could add up quicker as we go through a cooling process with that air riding up the mountains. And again, here's the NAM. It's 3 different models I'm showing you, and all of them are coming out with the same end result, 1 to 3 inches in spots. Wind chill also going to be a big deal going into your Thursday. It'll feel like the 20s for a while, and then later in the day it's going to feel like teens. We're going to get a good push of that, and by the time we're up and at 'em getting ready to go to work and school and whatnot on Friday, still dealing with some pretty cold stuff. And what makes us even worse is we haven't had a lot of it to deal with so far. Yeah, we've had little cold shots here and there, but nothing like this. And let me be honest with you, this whole season, this whole colder season, I haven't had my heat on at home. I've had a fireplace on, but I haven't actually kicked the heat to run, to circulate through the entire house. I haven't kicked it on one single time. Okay, I've been under blankets, I've been whatever, it just never got that cold for me. And we did have some frosty nights and got down to freezing levels, but it just never got cold enough. This will be my first time of running it all throughout the house because those numbers, they hurt, all right? So, point is, some slushy accumulation possible. Elevated areas, grassy surfaces, that's going to be the most targeted zone. If you get a heavy enough rate, could see some slushy stuff on roads. Is this going to be a major shutdown system? As I said earlier, no. It's the first one that could be a major nuisance for a lot of folks out there as we head into your Thursday and Friday. Friday morning would be the trickiest part of this because we're coming off of that colder night. But that's where we are, that's where we live, and that's what we've got going on right now. I appreciate stopping by. We're going to be back on television here in about 27 minutes for WKYT News at noon. And what I'll do then is there will be some new data coming in by then. We'll have a fresh update, and I'll be able to get you up to date on the latest run of the GFS. It's updating right now. We just don't have the new numbers on it. Not yet, not out there for the graphical purpose. Appreciate you stopping by. Give me a few minutes of your time. We'll be back on with this again tomorrow during the 11 o'clock hour when I think it's going to look a lot different. At least snow should be flying through the sky. Have a great day, everybody. See you.